Occurred, the 24th of September 2007, 10 hours 21 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location: Gary, Indiana, USA. Shape: rectangle. Duration: 1 to 12. No of observers. 2. It was shaped like a thin razor. It was 1000 by 800 vertical rectangle. A black grayish flat-shaped object, not moving, about 1000 to 2000 feet up in the sky. It disappeared without movement, right in front of my eyes. A half hour later, a co-worker asked me if I saw a strange object in sky. She described it the same way I did.
Occurred, the 16th of January 2008, 20 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location: Gary, Indiana, USA. Shape: triangle. Duration: 5 minutes. No of observers. 1-5 black triangular ships sighted in Gary, Indiana city limits, close enough for me to get a clear view of what they look like. I was standing outside of my friend's house, and where they live it is surrounded by trees and bushes, but the clearing is circular. Not sure if that's relative. I was looking upward east as I like to look at the stars formations, but particularly eastward the sky was cloudy. It seemed like seconds passed when 3 craft came through, opening the clouds, zigzagging towards the area I was standing in. The ships stopped and lined up and waited, and 2 more ships came straight down and aligned themselves with the first 3. They were triangular and black with orange light behind them. They were right above the trees, close enough for me to see the shape, the color and lines that looked like how the ships were built. I'm positive they weren't stealth planes because they don't stop in the air on a dime and they don't zigzag left to right. Also, the ships made no sound and no vibration even though they were dangerously close. The ships turned to the south and slowly moved away over the trees.
Occurred, the 8th of June 2008, 19 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location: Gary, Indiana, USA. Shape: other. Duration: 5 to 7 minutes. Characteristics: emitted other objects, diamond-like shaped object on street in Gary, Indiana. Heading to US 20 to SR 912. Lost sight going west after went behind trees. Entered US 20 and spotted again on ramp. Lost sight. Saw again on I-90, Chicago skyline entrance. When on street at intersection, saw in west, saw square floating like balloon. Looked like 4 window panes but offset somewhat like a diamond. Bright white sphere appeared beside it but went away. Had lines like an old window but at angle. Best way I can describe without drawing picture. Highly reflective like steel in the evening sun.
Occurred, the 20th of October 2008, 3 hours 57 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location: Gary, Indiana, USA. Shape: unknown. Duration: 15 seconds. No of observers. 3. I observed an object that was extremely bright and appeared to be close to the ground, as if it were an airplane heading to the nearby airport, while traveling eastbound on Interstate Highway 8094, about a mile away from the Grant Street exit. The object that was observed piqued my interest, and I searched for other blinking lights that would give it away as either a helicopter or jumbo private jet. These other lights were not found. I told my passenger to check it out, to see if he could make out the object better than I could. Eventually, even another passenger in the back seat witnessed the object, but could still not determine its origin, nor identify what it was, except for the fact that it was very bright. Shortly afterward, the object disappeared into a cloud, and as we all waited for it to emerge, the light shining through the aforementioned clouds dimmed and was suddenly extinguished. Note: all observers are males aged 21 to 25 with college-level educations and above-average intellects.
Occurred, the 6th of October 2009, 20 hours 45 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location: Gary, Indiana, USA. Shape: light. Duration: 45 minutes. No of observers. 2 characteristics: lights on object, changed color. Aircraft nearby. A group of lights with strange and independent movement were hovering over the southern shores of Lake Michigan. I looked out over Lake Michigan towards the north. I saw a dozen or so lights, some moving, some still. Some were blinking and some were solid. A few were red in color and they varied in intensity. I was on the southern shore of Lake Michigan looking north.
Occurred, the 28th of July 2012, 21 hours 30 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location, Gary, Indiana, USA. Shape, formation, duration, no of observers. 2 characteristics, lights on object, round orange balls or circles, very bright single file following each other's path. A friend and I was sitting out on deck and saw a bright orange ball in the sky. Then after that we saw about 16 more, sometimes one at a time, or next was 2 to 3. They were coming from north to south, then turned west and up. We called Midway Airport and asked if they saw sighting. They said no reports. Then they put me though the Gary police and no reports there as well. We have never seen anything like that.
Occurred, the 7th of October 2014, 21 hours 44 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location, Gary, headed towards Chicago, Illinois. In USA. Shape, triangle, duration, greater than 5 minutes. No of observers. 2. My husband and I drive a truck across country. We were driving when he caught my attention and asked what it was. My husband and I drive a truck across country. We were driving when he caught my attention and asked what it was. At first I thought it was nothing, then it was just hovering there and I took pictures. It was 3 oval-shaped crafts flying in a perfect triangle. And above them was a flat bottom something. I'm not sure what it was. Traffic backed up to look at it though.
Occurred, the 6th of September 2016, 6 hours 15 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location, Gary, Indiana, USA. Shape, cigar, duration, 3 to 5 minutes. No of observers. 1 characteristics, left a trail, emitted other objects, electrical or magnetic effects at about 6:15 a.m. 0 N. September 6, 2016. I was out back my house facing east. It was very clear blue skies with only 1 cloud in the sky. It was cigar-shaped. I liked it. It was unusual. Then a puff of smoke came out of it, falling at a 45-degree angle going northeast. I could see 2 shining shapes a bit in front. The smoke disappeared very quickly. I went inside to get my camera to take a picture, but by the time I got it, the craft was in the tree line. I figured I would report this. I do not know what it was. Could have been space stuff falling. I will leave it up to you, the experts. But it was no plane for sure. Thanks for listening to me.
Occurred, the 30th of July 2018, 15 hours 21 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location, Gary, Indiana, USA. Shape, other duration, 12 seconds. No of observers. 1 hovering UFO over Gary, Indiana. Old City Methodist Church. I was waiting for my wife and I decided to get some pics of the Old City Methodist Church. I did not see the object until I decided to use the video camera on my phone, which is an LG K7. When I looked at the phone at the object, it was hovering and appeared to be spinning at about the height of the church's roof. It then moved to the left a few feet, then to the right, and made a very fast circular motion. It then dipped down below my line of sight for a couple of seconds. It then came back up, still spinning. I think that's when I moved to get in a better position to record what I was seeing, and that's when I lost sight of the object. The wind was blowing pretty hard that day, and my first thought was that I was looking at a floating black plastic bag. And it may have been just that. I leave it up to you to decide. I felt very excited and amazed at what I was seeing at the time of the sighting and after. I have to emphasize that I could only see this object when I looked at it in the camera's display screen. The object looked as if it changes its shape a couple of times. It kind of looked like 2 gray triangles attached side by side, and then back into a cylinder shape laying horizontally. That is why I can't say that it was only 1 shape. I have also submitted a report to MUFON case number 93958.
Occurred, the 25th of July 2019, 1 hour 10 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location, Gary, Indiana, USA. Location details, light show shape, oval duration, no of observers. 999 characteristics, aura or haze around object, electrical or magnetic effects above a high school. I got off work round 12 at night, came home, sat outside, and then I noticed the school lights came on but 3 times as bright as usual. Then every light in the neighborhood cut off but the school lights remained on. Then the house lights got to flicker like Christmas lights and went into a dominoes effect, one by one, slowly and then fast and then off for 5 minutes. So I got out my car and then seen an oval light above the school. It looked like a street light, so I tried to get closer and the light started hovering up and down slowly and then went in the air, stopped and shot away very fast, disappeared. I thought I was only one, but my neighbors seen it too. After that I started witnessing other things, can't say.
Occurred the 14th of November 2022, 15 hours 11 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location: Gary, Indiana, USA. Location details: near the railroad tracks on Route 12. Shape: diamond. Duration: 2 seconds. No of observers. 1 characteristics: emitted beams. It came straight down from the sky. The object was very bright and shiny. It was like the shiniest metal I've ever seen. It was in the shape of a diamond and it just came down quickly like someone was dropping it from the sky, in the distance, and then it just disappeared. It was like it evaporated in thin air or went through some portal.